Hi folks, County Line Gardener back with you. This time, today's August the 4th. It's time for our August garden update. So we'll make a quick trip around here. Nothing's really changed much except everything's sure getting ripe. I mean, it's coming on all at once. Especially the tomatoes. Tomatoes are, well, this is Friday, and I've picked 100-pound tomatoes this week, and that's just off of what you see here. This is our raised beds. They're just getting crazy here. We got a raised bed over there. We got one here. They're growing outside the boxes. I don't want to mess them up, you know. Here's the strawberries you're probably aware of. Okay, we'll go around this way. Here's our pumpkins. Now, if you'll recall, this is my onion bed. And once I pick the onions July the 4th. I'll plant the pumpkins July the 5th. And look how much they've grown in exactly 1 month. That's crazy. Here's the best boy. These are ones I grown from seed. It's the only ones I had this year that successfully growed from seed. I noticed something here about some of these raised beds. These are all Amish paste. These are Amish paste. These are what we grow for our soups and stuff like that we can. And I think I've got a lime deficiency, calcium deficiency in my raised beds because I'm getting a little bit of end blossom rot. Look at all the big red ones down in there. Oh, we're going to have to come back here and pick these again. Man, oh man, look, they're everywhere. Look at the size of that baby there. That's a decent tomato. That's at least a pound, maybe a pound and a half. Man, oh man, I just picked these yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Well, here's the greenhouse. It's obviously it's empty. It's empty. I keep my front end loader in there and my push mower. Yeah. Here's another box. These are Omar Lebanese right here. And these are Better Bush. They're not a real big tomato, but look how compact the plant is. Better Bush. Real nice tomato. Well, let's go on down here and go up to the garden. Here's my rain gauge, you know all about. Not a thing in it. There hasn't been. It's not rained much here lately. It's just not. We'll go through the blackberries here. These are the blackberries. They're all coming on. I think this year is the last year for them. I think I'm cutting them down after this year. They're just not producing like they were. And they're supposed to have about a 7-year lifespan. Just got all this mowed yesterday. It's about a 3-hour job doing all this mowing. A couple of squirrels there are playing around. Well, let's see here. This used to be garden right here. All this, you see. But I took the garden at least a third of it off, maybe more than a third, maybe half. But we just didn't need it. And this next year, we're going even more. There's my sunflowers. I stuck a couple of sunflower seeds in the ground there. They're coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but here's my corn. These first 3 rows of corn are Indian corn. Then the next 4 rows are sweet corn. Believe it or not, as small as them stalks are, I get corn off of them. I don't grow big corn here for some reason. There's my green beans. This is my second harvest of green beans. I planted 4 rows, which is they're 100 feet long. 400 feet of green beans in May. Then I wait a month and then plant 4 more rows. in June. These are the June here. These are almost ready to pick. They could be picked anytime. About 60 days for green beans here. About 60, 65 days. This is where the first 4 rows of green beans were. You can see it's all tilled up now. Here's the tomatoes. Real disappointed in my tomato crop this year up here in the garden. Not so much in the raised beds are doing great. But these up here, I don't know. You know, we had a pretty dry June, July, pretty dry. We're down on the raised beds. We have we got hose down there. We can water them. We watered these up here a little bit, you know, with the tank, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. And they're coming on, but they're just not producing like they should. Look at all the weeds. I can't cut around the base of the plant. I got a tree limb or two here I gotta fell down. There's some more blackberries back here we're familiar with. Those are all the ones I propagated from down front. But gosh, that's just about going to do it. I got to get up here before it gets supposed to get 90 here today. We're in southern Indiana, and I've got to get up here as soon as I get done with this video. And I got to figure out how to take that limb down there. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. I'll cut it best I can. And neighbor had to move his camper down there because of that tree limb. I understand that. I don't know what that is. But anyway, we'll get back to the house. I'll get my chainsaw. I bought me a DeWalt cordless electric chainsaw, 12-inch. And I got a 6 amp, I think it's a 5 or 6 amp battery for it. Man, that thing does a great job around here. No noise, no smoke, no gas, no oil. It does a great job. It does a great job. I've still got my steel farm boss, but I'm getting to where I don't like pulling ropes. It just wears me out. So I guess we'll get back to the house here. We're coming back down towards the blackberries here. We'll go in this row right here. These here, they're starting to come on. Look at them, man. We got blackberries everywhere here. Still wet. They'll be coming up. Man, oh man. I didn't realize there's that many. Oh, they'll be coming on here pretty soon. I love my blackberries. My green beans, and my tomatoes, of course. Now I'm gonna pick me some probably some green beans after a while. Just depends on the weather. If it gets real hot, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'll go in and work on my model ship in there where it's air conditioned. I was mowing here the other day, last week. Like I said, if my luck is not all that great, and I was mowing and I was heading back towards the house, right in here on this bank, and I was on that big 0-turn John Deere of ours, our new one, and I got into a nest of yellow jackets right in there around that basketball goal. I didn't know it until I got up here around the truck. And by the time I got to the truck up here, they bit me on the eyebrow of all places. They got me on the eyebrow, on both legs about 4 times, and on my butt cheek. And that's the one that pissed me off, excuse me, but it did. It hurt. Man, it hurt. It hurt for probably 24 hours. Then it went away. Well, anyway, I'm going to cut this off now. I'm done. I'll make another update on my ship in there I'm building. I'm building another model ship in my spare time if I got any. But for now, I'm gonna call it a video, and we'll talk to you next month. Okay, this is County Line Gardener saying bye-bye.